Action! Hey everyone, Coach Nicole here.
Coach Eric, what's up?
Happy Thursday, happy almost Friday.
Yeah, thank God it's Thursday.
Yes.
TGIH, TGIT.
Yes, that's definitely a weird one.
That's a weird one. Be
yes.
careful, you can slip up with that. You can slip up with that one and get in trouble.
Yeah, that's for sure. So we had an awesome question in our group, and I figured we address it because it's a big thing that even happens with us. What happens after you lost a considerable lot of weight, and then all of a sudden you hit a plateau? You're stuck.
Happens?
What are you gonna do?
Plateau comes. What do you mean by plateau? Just you're not getting anywhere?
Nope, that's it.
You were doing so good, and then
boom.
And then what? You feel like you're not getting anywhere. That's a plateau for those of you that don't know what a plateau is.
Yes, you're not losing any more weight. You're not getting to your next goal as a whole.
What do you do?
Yeah, exactly. There's so many different parts of this.
It all depends on your plateau, right? But yeah.
So we're gonna talk about the most part, the weight loss plateau, of course. And that's really difficult, especially when you lost about 30, 40 pounds, which is amazing.
Yeah, we get this all the time. All the time. People hit their plateau because they do so good at first.
Yes.
But, can I just say one thing?
Go
I'm
for
sorry,
it.
I got excited.
I'm so excited.
Because we really do hear this all the time. What happens a lot of times too, I know you ladies, you're doing so good, you're losing weight, but at the same time, you're gaining a little bit of muscle, and that muscle does weigh something, especially if you're doing our program. I mean, I don't know anybody that leaves this program and doesn't gain muscle. Like that is, I promise you, you will get toned. So that does weigh a little something. So you might have been, you shed some of that body fat, but now you're breaking even because you are getting toned at the same time. So that is one thing that we see all the time. But again, yeah, you want to lose some more weight, then yes, you got to push past the plateau. All right.
And obviously, it can be a real Debbie Downer when you're looking down at the scale and you're going to be like, why am I bothering? I'm trying to do well, I'm exercising. But there could be so many different factors, and it's really a very personal thing why you're not hitting your plateau. So, of course, if you're one of those people that needs some help, we'd more than likely love to talk to you, outside to see exactly what's going on. But from an overall perspective, mindset is really key, because all of a sudden, after you've lost 30 pounds, your mindset is a little bit different than going into the start of the weight loss, because you had a little bit more momentum going into it. So it's a little bit different. It gets a little bit harder, and sometimes your brain just goes, okay, it's a lot harder. I don't know if I want to continue. And that's pretty much human nature right there. You got to think, you put some time into putting that fat on your body's going to hold on to it as long as possible. So you have a little bit nature, and then you have your mind thing working against you as a whole.
Sure.
The other part I like to notice is people say to us, I eat a really balanced,
yeah, we hear that all the
diet.
time. Yep. We have a lot of good people eating the right things. They are eating the right things. We see it all the time. They're eating the right things, and they still can't push past that plateau. So it does happen. We do hear, my nutrition's on, I'm doing this, and everything sounds good, but they can't get past that plateau. So talking with us and taking some time out to have a conversation, sometimes there's these little things to fine-tune. For instance, I'll just go over one real quick with you. My body is very reactive to dairy. If I have yogurt or milk, I'm okay. For some reason, if I have cheese, it doesn't happen. But yogurt or milk, I get bloated and I just look dumpy. I look dumpy as soon as I have it. Yeah. It's horrible. Do I like yogurt? Oh my God, I love it. But if I have it, I cannot look at myself again in the mirror the rest of the day because I might have loved the way it tastes. So there's little things to fine tune. For instance, Nicole, if she has broccoli, that happens. And there's only
I bloat out. It's horrible.
Right.
I look pregnant.
And there's only one way to kind of figure that type of thing out, and that's with having conversations with me or Nicole about your diet and getting real specific, especially when you get into the plateau, because we all plateau for different reasons. And one of the things Nicole said that I love talking, and if you've trained with me, you've heard me say this, because I had this old school bodybuilder. I got a quick story. I'm sweating. I got sweat dripping down my face. I'm tired. I've been working out like crazy, lifting some heavy weights. I was just beat up. And this old bodybuilder, he's probably like 70 years old, kind of waddles over to me. He's like, never gets any easier, does it? And I was like, oh my goodness, it's so true. So the workouts that you've been doing, your body adapts to it. So in order for you to get that progress that you want, you got to keep track of what you're doing. So if you did a 5-pound weight with your bicep curls for the last 3 weeks, right? And now you're just flipping them around. You got to up your game. So you go to the 8-pound weights, right? And then you start over, because remember with the 5-pound weights. So the point of the story is it doesn't get easier. You got to keep challenging yourself, but enjoy that challenge too, because if you're not and that goes into the mindset. If you're not enjoying each little step of the way, it's not going to be fun. You're not going to hit those goals. And so that's a little mindset, and it never gets easier. Remember that, okay?
Hey, Jamie, what's up?
What's up, girl? Jamie, COVID hugs.
The biggest thing I like to tell people is to do a food journal.
Oh.
Everything you pop in your little mouth. I know we have a lot of mamas and parents and people that take care of children. You're preparing food for them, and sometimes you're popping stuff in your food mouth. You don't realize it, and I totally get this. My mom, I remember her popping brownies in her mouth all day long when I was a kid. Really taking a fine-tuned comb over everything and showing, okay, this is everything I eat on a regular basis. Being honest with yourself is key also. Number 2, are you drinking enough water? I also find a lot of people are not drinking enough water.
I've been having a hard time with water the last 3 or 4 days. As soon as it gets a little cold out, I'm drinking hot coffee. I want anything to be hot. And but no, and I got a little bit back on track today myself, because that water is so important. And right back to what Nicole was saying about paying attention to everything you eat. I have a funny. If you're watching, I don't know if you're watching or not, but every little Sour Patch Kid helps.
Yes.
Okay.
It's true.
I mean, counts. So
yes.
You need to, if you're eating one candy corn or one Cheerio. I don't know if you're watching. You know who I'm talking about.
Yes.
Each one of those Cheerios counts. Each one of those Sour Patch Kids counts. So if you're not tracking stuff, man, you know what? We had a young lady, and she was eating healthy, everything right, right? But she snacked on mixed nuts all day long, right? And she a handful here, a handful there, and it was, I forget how many handfuls. At the end of the day, it's like 10 handfuls. And you count out the macros, the amount of fat in that. Yeah, you're getting good healthy protein. Yeah, you're getting good fat and oil. But you're still, that counts. Every little bit counts. So look at the calories, and just stay on it. If you can make this fun, then you're in. You got it. Right. If this is fun, you're going to do it. You're going to have success. You're going to get triceps just like that. Well, maybe like Nicole's.
But you don't have to fret, though. I totally understand, because there's times where you just, like I said, you're just looking at the scale, you want to know what's going on. And sometimes there's extra stress or pressure from life, work, life, family.
Are you just going to hit all of them today?
Yes, I am.
She's going to talk about it all tonight.
So I'm going to say, especially being
stress.
I know. So especially being a female, ladies, you all know how this goes. The awesome time of month we get, as well as the other things we get through perimenopause, post, blah, blah, blah.
You got a boyfriend that's aggravating the hell out of you.
Come on.
That's all he does is antagonizes you.
If you're working, really hard, you have a boss that's a total asshole. asshole. Like, you're gonna have added stress, and this is extra. These are extra things that are gonna be keeping, cortisol levels high, and your actually body's gonna keep fat longer. So it's another added issue that we see at the studio a lot when people are trying to lose that last 10 to 20 pounds, which is the most difficult. For me, it's actually the most difficult.
Oh yeah.
It's not something that's very easy, but I have felt talking my issues out with a therapist and a journal has really helped me out.
It helps her out a lot.
I
recommend everybody do it.
It probably sounds a little hippy dippy, but I've been really hippy dippy lately. Eric can attest to this.
She's like a little Buddhist monk lately.
Yes,
I'm glad because it works.
Yes, so
like,
I would try it out. The other thing I would say is hormones. I tend to hold on to fat in my midriff, my thighs, and my arms. My arms are always the last one. When I was doing my competitive shows and stuff, my arms were always the last one, and my coach would always point to my arms. And this can be, especially the arms, the hello, goodbye arms is something that we regularly deal with in the gym. And this is something that really deals with, hormonal changes in the body, as well as the different fat content in the body as well, which can have a lot of different aspects. So if we can't figure it out in the studio, I always recommend people understanding their hormonal levels, seeing where they're at in life with their doctor and whatnot, and then kind of figuring out what kind of diet as well. If you need any extra supplements to support your hormones and stuff like that. And I would say the last one.
Oh, yeah, more?
Yes, of course.
Tell them what you already said. All right, track it, right?
Yes, track it.
Get a good mindset. Make it fun. Have fun. Set up little goals. Then this is the tough one, and it's the truth one. Is it doesn't get easier.
Nope.
You gotta. If you track your workouts too, not just the food, but you track your workouts, you got to try to progressively do a little bit more. So in the class, say, we get to that 5th round, it's the last round, and you didn't bring it for all the other rounds, remember to bring it for that 5th round. Sometimes, if you've been bringing it on that 5th round, because I love to work hard on the last round. If you've been doing that, let's try working hard on the 2nd to last one, so just a little bit more. So remember where you're at with your weights and remember where you're at with your intensity. You got to bring it a little bit more. But track it, have fun doing it.
Drink water.
It's not, you know what? I remember the first 3 years I started working out, like, oh man, I just kept going, and I wanted to see that progress. So I've been through it. We've both been through it. And the progress sometimes is slow, but you got to kind of fine tune and figure out what works and what doesn't work, and then just stay at it. I promise you, if you stay at it, you will see the results that you're looking to get. And it's okay to have little setbacks too.
It is.
Having an awesome meal on a Friday night is not a setback, especially if you did good all day. It's
a life balance.
I've done good all day long, so I technically can have whatever I want tonight.
He's so cute.
But I'll keep it in my macros. All right, what was the last thing? I'm sorry to interrupt.
It's okay, no worries.
Oh, she's being real nice.
No, it's all good. Is really keeping your lifestyle in check as a whole, and this just brings everything together on the last piece. Making this an entire lifestyle that just fits into everyday life. You're going to bring in your family into this, you're going to bring your friends into this, and then it just becomes part of your lifestyle.
Oh yeah.
So this is something that's just not a quick fix. When we sign people up here, we talk to people, this is a lifestyle. This is forever. This is a lifetime.
It's the long haul, man.
Yeah.
It's so you can walk in your golden years down the beach for 10 miles. You can walk. You don't have to stop walking.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? I think maybe 4 or 5 years ago, I'd set out on the beach. I probably walked 3 miles, and I was tired getting back. No, this is so you can walk until you don't even want to walk anymore.
Exactly.
This is So you can go out on that 8-hour boat ride or whatever, and not feel totally beat up at the end of the day, or whatever your thing is, kayaking.
Exactly.
But yeah, so as a whole, you're saying as a lifestyle,
Exactly.
I love that. One of the things that I've done, and also you can turn it into a positive habit or whatever. I personally, in my head, I talked about this last week. My workouts are no different to me than brushing my teeth. Right? I brush my teeth every day. I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna do some sort of physical activity every day. I owe that to myself. Or the other thing I'll do is, if it's not brushing my teeth, it's as simple as taking a shower. I'm taking a shower every day. I mean, unless we lose water and 2020 goes even off the rails even
We're
more.
gonna figure out a way to take a shower, and we've lost power several times.
So the point is, I work out every day. It is no different to me than brushing my teeth.
Exactly.
You know, someone will go, oh, did you work out today? I might go, oh, well, I did this. I guarantee you I did something. 4 hours, I did a laborious this chore, or, you know, on our days off, if we've worked out so hard, we go for a walk every single time. We get out of bed, we walk this dog, and we'll walk for a few miles. So even on our rest days, we just go for a walk. And that's all it takes, is just to keep doing that. It's as simple as brushing your teeth. If you can brush your teeth, you can work out.
Exactly. And it's a lifestyle, and it's an adventure. It's a journey. It is not, boom, we're there. It's not like that at all.
Yeah, it's the long haul. And it really can be fun, and that is the main reason why we even started a gym. Other than that, we wanted to have a comfortable social aspect, because we go into so many places and it is just not fun. Like, people won't say hello. It's like, this guy's doing that, whatever. We want people to know you can actually have fun and hit your goals.
Exactly.
It's a lifestyle.
It's a lifestyle.
And if you make it, you can work it into your lifestyle too. I'll shut up. She's getting me. I'm talking too much.
It's all good.
Go ahead.
But, so we'll wrap this up. So if you need any help figuring out why you can't lose any more weight, or you want to put on some more muscle, like, feel free to message Eric or myself. We would love to chat with you. The biggest part of it, I would suggest before messaging us though, is write down 5 days of food. Because then that gives us something to look at.
Yeah, so track if you are hitting a plateau, track your food for 5 days. 5 days. And I'm going to say track your workout as well.
And any movement,
your
water.
Physical activity. And that'll give us something to base off of. Because it could be something as simple as broccoli. It could be something as simple as yogurt. And that's just throwing you completely off and making you feel in the dumps. You know, here's another one real quick before we wrap it up. For me, I love my carbs, right? But my best carb for my body is a potato. I eat it, I burn it, I don't feel heavy, it fills me up, and I feel great the next day. But if I have a different sort of carb, like bread or pasta, I might as well go take a nap. It's done. I'm over. I eat it, I gotta go to sleep. So, like, paying attention to how your body reacts to every meal is going to help you charge through the day. As you can see, I've had a lot of caffeine, and I just had an RX bar, so which is good for me. That's a good one. Eat your RX bars. I'm not getting paid for that.
So with that said, if you need any help with that, reach out to us. Definitely write down 5 days of food, and we can sit down and see what we can help you with. Maybe you're not eating enough food. That's a big thing as well. But yeah, we would definitely love to chat with you. And with that said, happy Thursday. Can't wait to talk to you tomorrow. And we be out of here.
Bye guys.